And we welcome you to this NBA Cup game with a bit more riding on the line here than usual. This is Kevin Harlan and Jordan. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
They've collectively taken MP's words to heart. You can see the purpose they're playing with, and you need that to succeed in a hostile environment. Otherwise, you start to show cracks, and in enemy territory, it's much more easily to exploit.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's MP, and it's Landale in at the 5 spot. And here is Mitchell. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Thomas. Rebound, Boston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Here's Livingston. No good on the triple. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Plays it up and banks it in.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Brooklyn with the ball. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
It's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Mitchell outside. And Thomas has it in the corner. Screen by Claxton. Thomas with the ball. Now defended by MP. And Claxton throws it down.
Good to see Thomas give the rock up there. That's the right choice.
And so MP will bring it up for Boston. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Houston lit up the floor. He had 44 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Left side, Tatum. Pass to Landale. Now, here's MP. Stolen by Thomas. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Livingston. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
For 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Down low, here's Thomas, and that one drops. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Dort. Rebounded by the Celtics. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
We've got DeAndre Hunter. Lou Dort out there with Whitehead. And it's Smith. And it's Roddy in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
The two-way game of Tatum is just special.
Nets leading by 10. Dort passes to Hunter. Dort with a screen for Hunter. From the arc. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 9.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
On the wing, MP. MP gets it to drop right over the defense.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Dort, still without a basket. The 3. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 11. And here's MP for 3. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Nets making a change here. Purdue's checked in. Jock Landale's checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for White. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Here's Sensabaugh. Nice ball movement by Boston. MP, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention: carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Atlanta.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
Whitehead passes to Mitchell. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. And here's MP for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
MP looking solid from there.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Whitehead. Boston also with the sub. Brownie's checked in. And the basket by Thomas.
An aggressive shot maker who can torch you off the bounce. That's a strong move by Thomas.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Livingston, the pass to Thomas. Great touch on the 16-footer. Thomas got 10.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
MP kicks to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. In the corner, it's MP. And again, Boston with the triple.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Outside Thomas. "16 feet away. Here's Livingston to the paint. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. literally.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's Thomas outside. He can't get that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets out in front, leading by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
When I look at the Nets, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court right now for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Then it's MP. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside, Thomas. A step-back shot here. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's MP for 3. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go. Mitchell outside. Pass to Smith. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
You love seeing Smith Jr. be assertive off the catch. Great shot.
Bring it up for MP, a 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Mitchell passes to Smith. And here is Thomas. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Mitchell passes to Livingston. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Thomas. Second chance shot and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Tatum dishes to Brown. In the corner, it's MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Livingston. The three from Thomas drills the three-pointer. Thomas got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Livingston, the pass to Mitchell. Outside Thomas. And the three off target.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 39.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Smith outside. Back to Mitchell. The rebound by the Celtics. Pritchard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, it's MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
For 3, Mitchell. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Boston. They're on a 20-6 run. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside Thomas. He gets it in there. Thomas got 15 points.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
Tatum, no good.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
Here's Livingston, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's MP making things happen for Boston. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with it.
Out there on the floor for the Nets. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Livingston is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Nets. Outside Thomas. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got 20 points.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
MP against Thomas. Here's Landale. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good defense by Claxton. MP passes to Landale. That one good for 2.
Not only did MP have the awareness to find the steal, but he also was smart enough to send it back up the court.
Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. The rebound by the Celtics. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And here's MP for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. MP's got 47 points.
What a gutsy bucket. MP showing a lot of poise at the right moment.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Thomas.
They needed that bucket, and Thomas is demonstrating some leadership, helping them get it.
And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Thomas. Out to Smith. Pass to Mitchell. Smith sets the pick for Mitchell. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night. deciding where to go with it. Here's Pritchard for Mitchell. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And I like how MP made the pass connecting with his teammate.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by Livingston. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. It's to Claxton. On the wing, Mitchell. 3-pointers off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Celtics on offense. 6-point lead. And here's MP for 3. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Thomas. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thomas's shot is off, and an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. 14. Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Mitchell way outside. It's money from deep.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
The 3 from MP. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're behind by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum, shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
So we see Boston get the win.